Welcome to exciting archaeological news. The world is full of ancient artifacts that have captivated people's imaginations for centuries. From mysterious statues to intricate jewelry, these artifacts have provided insights into the lives and cultures of our ancestors. In this video, we will dive into the most amazing discoveries of ancient artifacts and explore the fascinating stories behind them. We will travel through time and space, from the Terra-Cotta Warriors to the Mask of Tutankhamun. We will examine the intricate details of these artifacts and discover how they shed light on ancient societies' beliefs, practices, and customs. Whether you are a history buff or simply curious about the world's past, so buckle up and get ready to embark on a journey through time and uncover the secrets of some of the most amazing ancient artifacts ever discovered. And if you're new here, click the subscribe button and then the bell icon to get instant notifications of new videos. Let's start the video. Number 11. The Hove Amber Cup. The Hove Amber Cup is a remarkable ancient artifact from the Bronze Age, dating back to roughly 1600 BC. It was discovered by a metal detectorist in Hove, England in 2015 and is regarded as one of the country's greatest specimens of Bronze Age craftsmanship. The cup is made of amber, an ancient and rare material, and has intricate designs of birds, animals, and humans carved into its surface. The cup was most likely used for ritual or ceremonial purposes, possibly as a drinking vessel for notable Bronze Age leaders. The Hove Amber Cup is a monument to the ancient craftsman's talent and inventiveness in transforming a simple substance like amber into a work of art. The cup is now on display in the British Museum in London, where its beauty and historical significance continue to captivate and inspire visitors. Number 10. The Battersea Shield. Archaeologists discovered Battersea Shield during a bridge-building excavation of the Thames riverbed in London. Around the same time, they unearthed numerous Celtic and Roman artifacts, such as weapons and bones. The Battersea Shield is a bronze-covered Celtic wooden shield. The largest of the 27 opaque red glass stones is in the center, surrounded by beautiful bronze work. The design's curls and swirls are in the Latène art style. The bronze is too thin to be used in combat. Given this, the shield was very certainly utilized as a status symbol, or, more likely, as a votive offering. Number 9. Terra-Cotta Warriors. The first group of Terra-Cotta Warriors was unearthed in Xian, China, on March 29, 1974. Local farmers discovered shards of clay figures, which led to the discovery of an ancient tomb with many artifacts. Qin Shi Huangdi, China's first emperor, directed the tomb's construction. The area containing his remains has yet to be excavated. Thousands of sculptures of horses and warriors in full armor stand in battle formation in the excavated section of the tomb. The warriors stand roughly 2 meters or 6 feet tall. Each sculpture can weigh up to 272 kilograms or 600 pounds. Each warrior has a distinct appearance, including facial traits, hairdo, attire, and stance. In recent years, institutions outside of China have sponsored exhibitions of the Terra-Cotta Warriors. The warriors in Xian are still facing east, the direction from which the emperor's foes had arrived. Number 8. Falcon Shrine. A recent excavation by a team of archaeologists in an abandoned coastal city bordering Egypt's eastern desert revealed a small Egyptian temple adopted by the nomadic people, Blemmyes, for their spiritual belief. Archaeologists discovered the Secate project led by Professor Joan Aller Guzman. Their discoveries included mummified falcons, harpoons, cube-shaped figurines, and a stele indicating religious activities. While buried falcons have previously been unearthed in the Nile Valley, this is the first notable find of 15 mummified falcons with eggs. The falcon shrine was written with, "It is improper to boil a head in here," which has been regarded as a warning against blasphemous behavior, a message prohibiting individuals who enter the shrine from boiling the heads of the animals inside the temple. More importantly, the discovery offered precise information on the sacred shrine from the 4th to 6th century AD. While Christianity had become the officially recognized religion in all regions of the Roman Empire by this time, including Egypt, the shrine at Berenike was built by the nomadic Blemmyes people, who went on to build their kingdom in Lower Nubia, southern Egypt, and Sudan in the late 4th century. The Blemmyes retained their ancient religious traditions and a philosophical belief system contradicting post-4th century Roman views. Number 7. Abacus Ring. The invention of the abacus began the chain of technological advancements that led to the construction of the computer. If we accept that claim, we can call this little Chinese abacus ring the world's first piece of wearable technology. During the Chinese Qing dynasty 300 years ago, unique functional jewelry was created. The square device is only half an inch in height and wide. You'd need to carry a very little pin about to get any practical use out of it. It's just too little and fragile to be controlled with jusans, which traders and market stall owners use to swiftly compute prices on the spot to agree on purchases or sales. Regrettably, people have yet to learn when the first Xian was made or who invented the notion. Whoever that individual was, they devised an on-the-spot mathematical aid that would not be bettered until the electronic calculator was invented in the 1960s. Number 6. Stone Map. We're back in Mexico now, where archaeologists are buzzing over this big, beautifully carved stone in Colima State, which has recently been registered for protection by the National Institution of Anthropology and History because it's supposed to be an ancient stone map. The volcanic rock was thrown from the nearby Fuego del Colima volcano some 2,000 years ago, but was likely carved around 2,100 years ago. The lines on its surface can be interpreted as waterways with cavities that could represent small settlements or villages. Traces of these ancient villages have been found at locations indicated by the map. Using the rock as a map has its detractors, with some experts claiming that their colleagues merely see what they want to see when they look at the marks, but the Institute is convinced enough to declare it as a historical monument. Number 5. Gezer Calendar. The Gezer Calendar is a contentious artifact discovered in 1908 in the ancient city of Gezer, not far from Jerusalem, and is claimed to be some 3,100 years old. However, that dating is impossible to be confident about because it wasn't discovered in a secure archaeological context, and the discovery needed to be stratified. There's an allegedly early Canaanite inscription on the surface of the calendar. Still, there needs to be agreement over whether the script is Paleo-Hebrew or the text formatting is more poetic than historians would expect in a calendar, prompting speculation that it could be the lyrics of a folk song or a rhyming memory aid for farmers. It could even be the work of a child learning how and when to tend the land. Another possibility is that a tax collector's aid specifies when to collect taxes from specific farmers, but this doesn't explain its sing-song nature. Number 4. The Yorkshire Death Spoons. Yorkshire death spoons were unusual dining devices from the 17th century. Despite their eerie appearance, analysts believe that they were given mainly to a family in Yorkshire, UK, as christening gifts. Each spoon features a skull engraved at the top of its stem and the inscription, "Live or Die," on one side and "Die to live" on the other. Death's head spoons are the proper term for spoons like this. They were famous for a short time in the mid-17th century. This area in England is associated with the Strickland of the Boynton Hall family. They were very affluent landowners during the 16th century and are credited with introducing turkey to England. The historian David Constable recently matched the year of each spoon's construction to birth records of the Strickland family and discovered that they exactly line up. New Strickland was born with silver spoons in their mouths, or at least one to eat with at their christening. Number 3. The Charioteer of Delphi. The Charioteer of Delphi is a remarkable ancient relic unearthed at the sanctuary of Apollo in Delphi, Greece, in 1896. The bronze statue represents a charioteer dressed in a long tunic and holding a chariot's reins. The statue, which is thought to have been sculpted in the early 5th century BC, is regarded as one of the finest specimens of ancient Greek sculpture. The delicate features of the statue, such as the folds of the tunic and the strands of hair, illustrate the ancient Greek sculptor's talent and artistry. The Charioteer of Delphi was most likely sculpted to commemorate a chariot race triumph, a common event in ancient Greek society. The monument is now on display in the Delphi Archaeological Museum, where its remarkable beauty and historical significance continue to impress and inspire visitors. Number 2. Olmec Colossal Heads. The Olmec Colossal Heads are a collection of pre-Columbian Mesoamerican artifacts from 1200 to 400 BC. These gigantic stone sculptures represent human heads with distinct facial characteristics and ornate headdresses and are regarded as some of the ancient America's most spectacular art pieces. The Olmec civilization, one of Mesoamerica's earliest and most advanced cultures, developed the heads and most likely utilized for ceremonial or religious purposes. The largest of the heads is nearly 10 feet tall and weighs around 40 tons. It was hauled 93 miles from its quarry to its current location. For decades, archaeologists and art historians have been attracted by the colossal heads, which provide insight into the complex culture and creative achievements of the Olmec civilization. Many heads are now on display in museums in Mexico, where they continue to amaze and inspire tourists worldwide. Number 1. The Mask of Tutankhamun. The Mask of Tutankhamun is one of the world's most famous and awe-inspiring ancient artifacts. British archaeologist Howard Carter uncovered the solid gold mask in the tomb of the young pharaoh Tutankhamun in 1922. It is thought to have been created around 1323 BC and is one of ancient Egypt's most iconic images. The gold mask, inspired by the Egyptian god of the afterlife, Osiris, weighs 22 pounds and has semi-precious stones and meticulous elements such as sculpted brows, a broad collar, and a blue and gold striped headpiece. The mask was designed to preserve the child pharaoh's face in the afterlife and is a tribute to the wealth and power of ancient Egyptian kings. The mask is currently exhibited in the Egyptian Museum in Cairo and is regarded as a priceless and irreplaceable artifact of human history. I hope you enjoyed the video. You guys are all truly amazing, and I appreciate every last one of you watching. I mean that, and I hope that you have a beautiful rest of your day. Do subscribe to the channel, like the video, share your thoughts and questions in the comments section. And as always, I will see you again very soon.